Hi everyone. Uh, Day before yesterday we had this class and we started the WhatsApp group for uh, students who are for tourism studies. If anybody wants to join, you can see my message or you can send me a message on WhatsApp and we can join together. Thanks. Good evening, madam.
Good evening, good evening. Yeah, 1 minute, huh? Just a second. Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
madam.
ma'am.
Okay, fine. Okay, I'll just open the
Yes, ma'am.
PPT. Huh? So, wish you all a happy Navratri. Navratri has just started from today. So, especially the North Indians who are on this platform. I mean, not to the North Indians, everyone on this platform. Okay, just a minute. I'll just open my PPT.
Thank you, ma'am. Happy Navratri.
Thank you. Thank you. Same to you.
You are not audible, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, you are audible.
yes, yes. I'm just opening the PPT. So, sir, good evening. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
Wish you happy Navaratri, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Same to you.
Thank you. Continue and go ahead.
Oh, yes, I'll just. I don't know why it's not opening. 1 minute. So once again, a very good evening to one and all present here. I'm sorry, this PPT is not opening. I don't know why it's taking long. Last class, we have covered units 1 and 2. So in this class, we'll try to cover units 3, 4, and 5, which is all about your evolution, the tourism industry, how it evolved. In the meantime, I'll try to show you a video where you will get an idea like how it started right from the Roman periods to the I'm from the ancient periods, then the medieval, then the modern. Okay. Let me try. I don't know why this PPT is not opening, Just bear with me for just few more minutes. So, usually, how many of y'all celebrate Navratri? Those who are here attending the classes? Anyone of y'all?
Yes, ma'am.
So, you have started. I mean, you celebrate Navratri, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You are from which place?
Yes, actually, I am from Nainital.
Oh, yes, yes, I remember.
Yeah. My name is
You are.
Gaurav.
Yes, yes, Gaurav. Yes, Nainital. I have written it down.
Okay, okay.
Gaurav. So I mean, you have started celebrating, right?
Yes, yes. Today is the first Navratra. I have a fast.
Uh-huh. Oh, you have a fasting, huh?
Yes.
That's you are basically you are a vegetarian or non-vegetarian. Like I know, like
Actually,
Navratri, you are vegetarian. You will
yes,
be
yes, yes.
Navratri.
Actually, I am both. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, fine. ठीक है बहुत बात खुला है anyway. So I'll just check. One minute. So for the next 9 days, you'll be busy, right? You'll be doing the
Yes, very
fasting.
hungry.
So in the evening, you'll have your food after doing the puja and all, huh?
Yes, ma'am. After doing puja, and then I will take up food.
Okay, that's really nice.
Uh, Actually, this is also a spiritual thinking. So I'm
Mhm.
doing fast all these days.
Okay, that's good for you and good for your health also.
Thank you.
Okay. Acha, just let me check. I'll open the PPT, huh? It's open, but I don't know whether you are able to see or not. One sec. Am I able to share?
No, ma'am. Don't see.
No, man,
It's
we
not.
can't see.
Okay, 1 minute.
Two persons have raised hands. You want to speak
Uh,
anything?
yes, please, please. In the meantime, y'all please share. Miss Tithi is there. Mr. Manoj is there. Mm, y'all in the meantime, y'all can share something. I don't know what's happening today. Why I'm unable to share. Um, okay. It's
Anyone has submitted the assignment yet or not? Or anybody is reading the assignment, finalizing it?
can you see now?
Yes, madam. Yes.
अभी दिखाई दे रहा है ना? Is it okay now?
आपका ही फोटो आ रहा है मैडम हमें तो.
And PPT isn't.
Is the PPT? Are you able to see the PPT?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. Only
I
your photo is visible.
Why? One sec, 1 minute, just. It should come. I don't know why it's not coming. Abhi?
No, ma'am.
मैम आप डिस्कनेक्ट करके दोबारा कनेक्ट कीजिए प्रोबेबली.
It's better, huh? 1 minute. Thank you. Wait, I'll just disconnect and then.
Someone was talking about assignments.
Yes, I was talking about assignment. If anybody is
Yes,
started
sir.
doing it on.
Not started, but I have just identified the chapters in which those topics come
Okay. Okay.
because the syllabus is too vast, I think. So,
actually, ma'am, I have a question about submitting my assignment.
ma'am has joined.
Ma'am has joined probably. Ma'am, your mic is off. Oh, ma'am. Please unmute on. You need to unmute, madam. Looks like madam is having a problem with the connection today.
That day I was fine, but I don't know why. What happened today? It's a problem with the network only. Just yes, you all can tell now. You wanted to say something?
We are able to hear you now. Yes.
Can is the
Gaurav
PPT?
was talking something about presentation.
Gaurav.
Gaurav?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I want to ask about the submitting the my assignment. Is that possible? May I submit my assignment online?
Online, online. So in that case, I'm a little bit, not sure. Like I don't know why. What I mean, I have to ask. You are from which
Actually,
regional center?
Actually, ma'am, I'm asking because in my induction meeting, the sir told me you can submit your assignment in a website. The website is LMS something like this. So,
Uh,
I don't have any idea about LSM website.
I mean, आपको बोले हैं वेबसाइट में सबमिट करने के लिए?
नहीं नहीं actually ma'am they told us if you are interested in online submit you can go through website.
Actually, like what idea I do have so far, it's like you can submit it. You have to submit it to your, I mean, study
Hello.
center. You have to submit it to your study center. But if you are unable, then you can talk to them, your study center. Then you can
Okay.
submit it online. Okay, because I'm
Okay.
not exactly sure. But all these, see, previously I was taking the classes for these African students. Okay, so they used to
Okay.
submit online. But for
Okay.
your, maybe you may be having the option to submit online. See,
Okay. Okay. I'm just
because
asking for knowledge. If anybody asks me it is possible, so I have no knowledge. Ki how could I submit online? If my induction sir told me, if you are not able to submit offline, you can choose a website option.
so that is the reason I also don't know, because then I have to find out from the.
No
Uh,
problem, ma'am.
okay, now hopefully I can share, because is it now visible? Is it visible
No,
now?
ma'am.
Actually, this file is in Windows 365, so that is the reason I was having problem. See, but it is showing sharing. आप लोग के पास जाने में थोड़ा टाइम लग रहा, maybe that may be the reason. Is it visible?
No, ma'am.
No, madam.
Wait, then I think I should download it and can't share.
Madam,
It's
should
how.
we also send you our email ID so you can send some materials over email ID?
Yes, 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 yes. You please do. Wait, let me first
Okay.
just first figure it out. Let me just, somehow I'm also feeling very uneasy. I'm unable to share. Just give me 2 minutes time. I'll just one sec. I should have it in Microsoft Word. When I have done in Microsoft 365, that may be the reason why it's taking so much time. Wait, let me try once again.
Madam.
Yes, tell me.
Yeah. Uh, my husband is computer engineer. He said, "Is it on cloud? Your file is on
Yes,
cloud."
yes, it's on cloud. That is the problem.
So you have to
Ah,
download it on your computer. Then only you can share it.
that is the reason. Na? Just
Yes,
give me the 2 minutes time. Yes, it's on
you
cloud.
can
That
do that.
so this is, I usually don't do, but this time I don't know how it all went. Then just give me 2 minutes. I'm really very sorry,
Yeah,
because I don't want to waste the time. All of you all are very busy. And then just give me some time. Huh? It's in cloud. That is the reason why it's happening.
yes, you download it on your computer or laptop, whatever.
But still then, like, okay, I have to download it and then go, na?
Yeah, then you can share
Okay.
it.
So thank you. Tell your husband, convey my thanks to him, okay?
No work, let it work, ma'am. Because
No,
from
no,
here he cannot say exactly what is happening there. But
uh,
the probability is,
no, no. That is the problem. It's in cloud, and
yes.
so I have to go to file, I believe, no? Then download. यहाँ पर तो डाउनलोड कहाँ पर है पता नहीं. I don't know how it all went to
हम
cloud.
राइट क्लिक कीजिए फाइल पे डाउनलोड ऑप्शन आएगा.
हाँ, but नहीं हो रहा तो. From where should I? It's not. Um, why I don't know this happening.
Madam,
Huh.
just you have to copy that file from the cloud and paste on your
Computer.
computer.
Yes, I have
Yes,
done that. I have done
copy
that,
paste.
but
Uh,
but
but
still, then it's not showing. I have done that, copy. I have
Maybe,
copied it. Uh,
maybe the file is big, then it can take some time.
mm, share, अगर मैं share करूँ, let me try. No. Mm, I'm unable to download. That is the problem why it's happening. Um, it should be. It should not happen like this. I don't know why it's happening. Because earlier I did. Let me try
Madam, you
once.
can try sharing some other file, no? Probably we'll get to know if the
Hmm.
file is having a
But यहाँ
problem or
पर
sharing
दिखा
is
रहा
the problem.
stop sharing. It was showing stop sharing. That means.
Then
अच्छा.
we all can disconnect and
एक्चुअली मैम
rejoin then.
डाउनलोड होगा तभी शेयरिंग ऑप्शन मिलेगा आपको.
अच्छा. अभी just you check. Now it is. Is it there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
I can
yes,
see.
yes,
Yes,
yes.
ma'am.
No, it is there. No, but it's.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean visible.
Yes,
Yes,
Even
it is
it
ma'am.
is.
visible now.
Even it is not. See today, maybe tomorrow's class I'll be better. I don't know what happened. Usually I directly download it and then I share the screen. But this time it was in OneDrive. It was in the cloud. So that may be the reason why I was unable to share. Mm. So you all can see, huh? Itna tak. So 1 minute. But still then it's not working. Dikhai to de raha. I'm unable to. It's. Can any of you all help me out? Slide 1 में ही अटक गया. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
But only the first one slide, no?
Now it's visible.
What about
Only the first slide only visible.
so why it's happening like this?
Scroll नहीं हो रहा है मैम.
So नहीं बंद भी नहीं हो रहा, it should not happen. Like I don't know why this is happening. It's really 1 minute. It's difficult to work from. Okay, let me just do one thing. I'll open my other laptop and let me try from there. In the meantime, just give me 2 minutes time. 2 minutes. Huh? Acha, let me. In the meantime, you all have seen the assignment questions you all got, na?
Yes,
You
ma'am.
all got.
Yes,
Uh,
ma'am.
Yeah. Means
so,
I have downloaded it from the website.
okay, you have downloaded from the website. So, how many
Yes.
questions are there?
In TS-1, there are 10 questions, out of which we have to solve 5.
Answer any five. That means each is about
Ah,
around 20 marks, right?
20 marks. Yeah, yeah.
So, is there something written about grand tour and all this is mentioned?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Grand
So
Tour,
that is
Silk Route.
Silk Route. See that today I was about to teach you. Like that was very important. So few questions
Okay.
which I know, and exam maybe those questions come. So that
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to tell you. Okay, that was you should try those. That is very important. So in my PPT, everything was there, but I don't know how it's not working and how to download and all. 1 minute, because everything I have, I mean the important ones and all. So let me just close once again. How I don't know. Actually, I think I have to go to Microsoft In the meantime, if you have anything to discuss, you please carry on. Go ahead. I'm trying to go to my Microsoft 365 and download it. Okay. Acha, what are the questions? Can you tell me what are the other questions?
Question one is
Yes,
describe
ma'am.
tourism.
Define to. No, sir. You can continue.
Uh,
Question two is what are various types of accommodations? Is staying at accommodation beneficial for tourism?
okay. Acha, what are the different types of accommodation? Can you tell me that yesterday I just discussed with you all? Any idea?
Hotel, motel, resorts.
Yes. Any other
Yes, ma'am.
hotels? Tell me.
Ma'am, homestay,
Okay.
launch,
Uh,
and resort,
okay.
star hotel,
Heritage, heritage,
Heritage hotels.
heritage, and
Then you have business class
Transit
hotels,
hotels,
transit
hotel.
hotels.
dak bungalows.
Very good. Duck bungalows and all. Okay, so you all know that means, huh? Acha, next question kya hai? Let's discuss the questions in the meantime. Then, next kya hai? Next question.
Why is there a need of tourism policy and planning in India?
Okay, we haven't been to that actually. Tourism policy wo thoda acha. Uske next.
What are factors that are identified as obstacles to development of modern tourism?
ओके ओके सो हम लोग एक्चुअली वो सब अभी तक ये नहीं किए अच्छा यू जस्ट कैन यू प्लीज व्हाट आर द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन let me when I'm just discussing so that maybe when we'll be going through the chapters you'll be
Then
able
we
to
have short notes on purpose of tourism, role of
uh,
seasonality,
uh,
impact of tourism on environment.
okay acha
Then
see
we
you
have
have that means it is each question is for 4 marks right 4 into 5 20 hai or 5 into 4 20 hai
No, ma'am. Each
5
question
into
is
20,
carrying
100
20
होगा
marks,
ना?
100
हाँ,
marks
20 marks I
total.
know, but like each question is like A, B, C,
5
D.
marks.
So, that
Out of
means
that,
four.
only two we have to
Only
solve.
two questions having option
That means
for 10 marks.
okay, that means 10 marks. So you have to write, I mean, at least 3 4 pages. But I would don't write stories and all. You try to elaborate and, you can give some examples and all. Just say, if you have got like grand tour and all that, so what is exactly the concept that you have to write? Otherwise, when there are some like examples to be given, you can write from your like from your states and all if they say ki depict something about the tourism and all yes now wait I think I can let me first download this okay it's really bothering me so much when things don't work no but my question is why I'm unable to download it yes y'all keep on saying then uske baad kya hai next question kya hai
Ma'am, explain role of history in tourism.
hmm.
Substantial answer, your answer.
Oh
And next
yes.
question is, what do you understand by statistics?
What do you understand by strategies, huh?
Statistics.
Statistics.
Oh,
Statistics.
statistics. What do you understand by statistics? Yeah, this is you have to get it from Google. You know how many visitors are there. Acha, this is a question to you. Can you tell me which is the country which has the maximum tourist visits? I mean, global. I'm saying globally, which country has the maximum tourist visiting our country?
Ma'am, Thailand.
US.
Yes. No.
Ma'am,
Anyone? Any
Singapore,
idea?
Thailand. I think this is the country of
United Kingdoms.
Mm,
Means,
No,
ma'am, you
that's
are
not the.
asking which
Which
country
country? Which country? Maximum
tourist.
tourist visits.
Acha.
It's like
Maybe
the top
France.
five.
France.
The top five. Yeah, you're. I mean, I'll just tell you the top five global tourist destinations. First is United States. Second is Canada. Third is Italy. Fourth is France. You told, and the last one is Switzerland.
Okay.
Oh.
This is for your
So the first
information.
one is US,
United States. Yes, the first one is United States.
United
Okay.
States.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So I am. I hopefully I got my this unit downloaded. Wait. Now I'll be able to work on it. So much bothering it was. Actually, I just forgot. Somehow last time I was taking. I think I have downloaded and then showed it. But this time, from the drive, it's really very difficult. If you have it on your computer system downloaded, then it's easy. But once in the drive, then it really is very difficult when the network is also a problematic thing. And my no, mine is Geo, of course. One sec. Now it will open, and then hopefully I'll be able to. Anyway, we discuss. What are the other questions left?
Ma'am, explain how museum can be a tourist attraction.
Yes, that is what I was saying. You can in normal, you can explain what a museum's all about. Then you can take some examples from any country or from any states, how the museum is beneficial, to the public, and how it works and all. That is, you can mention. So that what I was telling. So like from the books, you did not copy and paste. Write something on your own, because the reason behind it will also give you some information, you will gain some knowledge. And always after I always think that travel is an investment in yourself. There are so many people, it's like and of course, and uh, sometimes if you think from the other perspective, the world is a book, and those who do not travel, you think that they just read only one page. So you travel as much as you can. I mean, it's not even a small place in your state or in your city and all. Try to capture as much memories you can, the pictures. Then you can do a little bit of write up. So that will help you, because you are doing this course. That is the reason why I'm telling you. So that can be beneficial to you all. अच्छा, और क्या question है?
Ma'am, next question है, what are the duties of a tourist guide
हाँ,
and what are the skill required to be a good tour guide?
this is silly. I mean, this is very simple. Like you
That
can write.
duties of tourist guide.
So वो मतलब आ जाएगा, I think. Wait, now let me first open this presentation. Today everything is working so slow. My I'm really very sorry. With you. I mean, when things don't work perfectly, then. So how many of you are present today? This is
Ma'am, 9-8, I think.
9 of you. Okay. It's taking so much time to open also. Mm,
Is this session is being recorded?
yes, this session is being recorded.
Okay. So how can we access the recording?
That is. Acha, now is it? Am I able to? Are you able to see?
Yes, yes.
अभी दिखाई दे रहा ना?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Here at last
It's,
I got it.
it's working.
So it's working, but we are already late anyway. Yes. So how it is recorded, you won't be getting. I think that will be with the regional center. But yes, I can share you the PPTs and all. Okay, that I can do. Is it okay with you all? Should I go ahead?
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
Okay, so so this is we'll be covering unit 3 and unit 4 and 5. Okay, so when we are talking about historical evolution and development, so basically history is very essential because present has to be evolved out of it, and there are a lot of views, methods. There are some from like we need to identify the data can be primary sources as well as your secondary sources. I believe all of you all know what are primary sources and secondary sources. Primary sources are basically like from like interviews, then like directly you interact with the tourist and all. Or the stakeholders, so you get the direct information, so that is basically through interviews or through any discussions and all. Whereas the secondary data is basically mainly from books, from then your journals, then newspapers and all this. Okay, then different types of records. So when we talk about the different sources of data, the various data sources for history of tourism are as follows, like literary records. Literary record means it can be manuscripts, then some published works, like as I told you, it can be through books, from poems, plays, essays and so on. Then there's letters and correspondence, like authors as well as publishers. Then journals and all, like journals are basically like where some research papers are there. People have done research and had utilized different research methodologies, and through through the data that is being collected, they had tried to find out what is the result, and they come to a conclusion. So that is what is all journal papers. You'll get a lot of in journals, you'll get a lot of research papers. Then you have this critics and reviews. People give their statements and all. So there also you will find lot of reviews also. Yesterday I think I told you about TripAdvisor. So basically, like TripAdvisors, they give their reviews. Suppose you go to a different place and you wanted to find out, you wanted to go to a destination, you wanted to stay in a hotel, and you wanted to know how the hotel is all about, the rooms and location, and you go to the trip advisor. So where you get all the reviews. So the trip advisor is basically uh, the ones who does the reviews and all. Then comes interviews, that is the recorded conversations. Then we have some digital records. In today's digital records, you have online databases, then you have ebooks, then digital archives and all are there. Then also you have photographs and all, like as if you do lot of bloggings and all, you can also all these YouTubes and all, you can get all the informations from there also. Then you come to inscriptions, basically like how this history like evolved. So we are talking about how the sources that is being collected. So coming to inscriptions, those are engraved in a surface, basically the walls and all. Like some if you go to Konark temple, you'll find all those engravings engraved. Then if you go to different monuments and all, you'll see all those are being engraved. So from there you can, like, the for example, if you take the example of your Nalanda University and all, so you'll find lot of engraves. From there also you'll find out the informations. Then comes graffiti is basically written on walls. Then comes papyrus receipts are basically, they are all the informations are being written, they are written on a type of plant based material. Okay, and those are, in fact, you can consider this as very valuable insights of ancient culture. Then seals are there, like like Mohenjo-daro, Harappa and all, you have learnt in history and all. Like in your school, we remember, we read in history. So from the seals we could easily find out what were the arts, what were the crafts, what are the their habits and all. So through the sills also you come to gather a lot of information. Then comes the archaeological evidence, including painted pottery. Then diplomatic records. When we talk about diplomatic records, this the reason it is being mentioned diplomatic records, because these records or the documents, you can say, they are usually held by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Otherwise, you'll get similar departments. Let's just say you can get it from a tourism department, since we are talking about tourism. You can get from the Ministry of Tourism, and there are different websites now. Most of the informations, anything related to tourism, you can get it from the tourism websites. Then and I mean, this can be later on transferred to national archives also. So that is the reason why it is known as diplomatic records. Like records are, you'll find lot of records, but usually the diplomatic means usually they come from the ministries and all. And then there is oral history and folk culture, both traditional as well as personal. Now statistical records, when we talk about statistical records, you can find out, which is the state having the maximum tourist visits, which country is having the maximum tourist visits. And I'll tell you, y'all since y'all are students of tourism, you go to the Ministry of Tourism website, and you'll find all in details, like which state is having the maximum tourist destination, tourist visits, which month they are having the maximum tourist visits. Like if you go through that, if you go through that, like you'll find this is 2024. The latest one is not yet published, so you'll find about 2023. So if you can download it, you'll get all the informations, like I mean, it's that's very handy. Like plus what are the exactly their Ministry of Tourism, what are the their policies, as we talked about, what are the policies, the stakeholders, what are the upcoming projects they are going to handle, so far what projects they have handled, and what are the statistics. Since we are talking about the statistics and all, you could find any statistics, like what is the airlines revenue, how much revenue is being generated from the aviation department, how much revenue is being generated from the cruise, so from the railways, and different types of airlines that are traveling, I mean, in India, what are the domestic airlines we have, then which are the fare in, I mean, which are the routes and all. Everything is very with clarity, because the website they have developed, and this informations, I think once you should go through, then you will have an idea. Okay. But somehow, like when we talk about tourism, the Britain, they began to collect tourism statistics in 1921, and we, like the other countries, they started in around by 1945. And yes, when we talk about secondary sources, I have told you already, like newspapers, magazines, journals, then you have advertisements, guidebooks, like lot of magazines, etc. Like there are tourism related magazines, like hospitality, then hospitality magazines are there, then FHRI magazines are there. So in those, you'll find all new upcoming projects, new hotels that are coming up, new destinations. People are still not aware of all those destinations, but once you go through this, you'll have an idea how this I mean, people, like especially the general managers, they have expressed their views, their thoughts about the new properties. They'll come to know about all this. So all this, basically why these resources are very much required, because they help in designing itineraries, then identifying important events, and understanding the holiday patterns. Holiday patterns will see, like if in the month of December, November, December, January, you'll find lot of visitors going to Goa. Okay. So you'll have an idea, like which are the places when to visit, which is the best month to visit, and those are being designed in such a way, especially through the sources, the stakeholders reviews, and all everything. The resources are helps in designing the itineraries. Then yes, when we come about the periodization and concepts, there were six periods like the ancient era, the imperial era, the pilgrimage, the grand tour era, transition era, and the modern era. So this is ancient. When we talk about the ancient, it started with the Rome. It started with the Roman Empire period, and during this Roman Empire period, the travel basically developed. The reason behind is for basically they wanted to travel for trade, like for business purposes, for trade, for political reasons, as well as for communication purposes also. And if you remember, can you tell me when was the first Olympic, which was the place where was the first Olympic being held? Any idea? When was the, where was the, which was the place where the first Olympic was held?
I
Was in
think
Athens, ma'am.
Rome.
Yes, yes, very good. It's in Athens. Yes. So, that is like in ancient Greece, and people travel to the Olympic Games. I think it started somewhere in the year, do you remember? Yes, it is in 1896. Athens, Greece in 1896. So, we can always say like Greece, they were started in Europe because Greece is being considered a cradle of Western civilization, and known for its architecture, for its history, for its cultural heritage, natural beauty, and it has more than 2000 plus islands, like, beaches, mountains, then vibrant cities are there. And it is also, Greece is also a member of EU is European Union. And especially the when we talk about the seven wonders of the world, we have this we have this Rome, in Italy. This is home to numerous iconic landmarks such as the Colosseum, which is considered, I mean, which is one of the seven wonders of the world. So this is how people started traveling. Even the when we talk about the cuisine, it also started from there, like the famous cuisines like, pastas, pizzas, gelato. Then so that is why when we talk about the tourism, how it started, it's always about from Greece. Okay. And Rome also, because they are known for its rich heritage, history, art, architecture, as well as culture. Now, after the I have already told you, like, these are the basically the reasons, like, which motivate you to travel, like for holidays. Now these are being considered like there are motivation reasons why you travel. Then maybe for different holidays or for business purposes. Then of course then comes the mode of travels. Then come the tourism impacts. So motivation is basically, there may be some curiosity, you wanted to know about a place. Then anticipation is always there, what you might be hoping, like what is there in the new place. You wanted to look something for new, you want to evaluate, you wanted to have get a better experience, a new experience. So this is very much necessary. I mean, why people, these are the factors which motivate a person to travel. Now there is also religious as well as secular. Religious, for people travel to Muslims, they travel to Mecca. For Christians, they travel to Jerusalem. So for religious purposes and all. Now there are different modes of travels, like there are air travels, there are waterways, there were like cruise lines, then railways, then beside that there is like a beach, there are buses and other modes of travel. Then tourism impacts, when we talk about tourism impacts, there are positive impacts as well as the negative impacts. And like positive, if you say about the positive impacts, it includes like generation of revenue, national income. It generates revenue for the destination, for the state, for the country. Then comes to employment generation. Like as I told you, there are hotel management colleges, IHMs, which are under the National Council of Hotel Management and Catering Technology, located at Noida. Then there are IITTM, Indian Institute of Tourism and Travel Management. So there are around more than 64 IHMs located, government as well as private, all over the country. So this is where the students are being enrolled, and after completion of their course, they get recruited in various hospitality sectors, which includes both hotels as well as tourism sectors and all. So that is also one of the positive impact is employment generation. Then infrastructure development, whenever a new destination comes up, the infrastructure, we have to take care of the infrastructure. So there's development of infrastructure also takes place, like the accommodation, then high end restaurants, then the communication network, then healthcare facilities. These are being considered, taken into consideration. Then source of foreign exchange, now we have lot of foreigners coming. So lot of the people who travel to other countries, they spend a lot amount of money on accommodation, then on transportation, as well as sightseeing, then buying mementos and all, like handicrafts and all. So thus an inbound tourist is being considered as an important source of foreign exchange for any country. Okay. Then we other positive impacts is also the preservation of national heritage and environment. These are also there. Then promoting peace and stability, as I have mentioned, this time the tourism theme was tourism and peace, because promoting peace and stability is very much necessary, and especially in a country like developing country like India, promoting peace is very necessary, like by way of providing jobs, then generating income, diversifying the economy, then protecting the environment and all. Okay. So this is one. Then another positive is development of art, handicrafts and monuments. That is also, wherever we go, we try to buy the arts and handicrafts of that particular place, because it is not it I mean, of course, it provides sufficient motivation for the promotion and preservation of art, craft and culture. So which is basically a matter of appreciation, to be more specific, by the community, because the local community is responsible for preparing all this, making this handicrafts and all. And we as a tourist, we should always try to promote this. That is what is very necessary. So these are some of the positive impacts I told you, but beside that there are some negative impacts also. Um, negative in negative impacts means, like like you have uh, so all these adverse effects on environment and ecology, because once you try to promote a destination which haven't been yet uh, uh, I mean, it's not known to people, and you try to come up with such a new region. So once the flora and fauna of that particular place is being affected, so there are always some adverse effects on the environmental ecology. And there are also other negative impacts, like increased tension and hostility. Sometimes there are find there are fights being occurred between the tourist and the local community. So there is no respect, understanding for each culture and all way of life. So this may also lead to lot types of violence and other crimes. See, you might have seen, sometimes foreigners visiting our local, like Jaipur or something, you'll find they have a tourist guide misbehave with the foreigners. So that has a really negative impact, not only the particular destination, but to a country as a whole also, because that foreigner, then they will go to their place and will, I mean, it's a word of mouth, word of mouth, where they will say, you should not visit Jaipur, India, because they misbehaved with us and all. So you have to take care of all this. These are some of the negative impacts. um, Then ancient period, yes, when we talk about the ancient period, like the main three is the ancient period, the modern periods, and the ancient, the medieval, and the modern. So ancient period, usually sea journeys were taken, and there were travel followed networks. Then you had resting places, food resources were provided along these routes, because that time there were no restaurants and all. And slowly and steadily the frequency of travel increased, like there were wagons for goods and chariots for passengers were introduced. Then the early empires, that is the Egyptian civilization. This is Egyptian civilization. We talk about the Egyptian civilization. Both men and women, they enjoyed traveling. They visited different places, and also money was used as a form of exchange, which helped in easy travel, as food and services was purchased instead of carrying them always. Then the Persian Empire was also there. As Persian Empire expanded over a large area, they improved their travel infrastructure. Now roads were designed. Hotels had come up. Usually, when the first hotel, that was known as a sarai. Okay, that was not a hotel. Basically, it was a when people used to, suppose you own a house, so one part of your house you could give it to your the travelers, the tourists. So that was known as sarai, how it started. But slowly and steadily, the hotels came into existence. Then comes the Greek. So maritime expertise of Greeks helped in developing tourism. They had a great role. Festivals were hosted to attract the travelers, and Olympic Games, which was displayed the creative athletic skills. And scholars, philosophers, physicians, they visited Greece to learn and expand their skills. So like Athens, that's in Greece. Then first Olympic Games was held over there. Athens became a very famous destination, and slowly people learn about the hospitality facilities it was provided, as well as there were some slowly entertainment shows were also being provided to the visitors to keep them engaged. Guide services and travel trips were also provided to the travelers. The romance also, they also flourished in hospitality sector. And Greek temples, sanctuaries, and works of art became sightseeing spots, and Roman visitors were much attracted to the seven wonders of the world. Okay, and of course, these literary references also attracted certain educated travelers. I have told you what are like literary records, like manuscripts, diaries, journals, reviews, then archival materials, all these photographs. So, these literary references, they also attracted certain educated travelers towards the Roman Empire. Now, when we talk about India, it's visible now. All of you can see.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, okay, fine. Huh? So the early empires coming to India, the wonder and wealth of India attracted Greek, and India's geographical location made it as an important part of the world. And of course, we have this Ramayana, Mahabharata, which reveals about fairs and all. And there were importance were given to the merchants, safety for passengers and goods, exchange rates for various metals were also there. So monasteries attracted the monk, and horses, elephants, and camels were used as a common mode of transport. Now, this is very important. What I was telling you, Silk Road. Why it is known as the Silk Road? Okay, Silk Road is basically this movement of the people began in 2000 BC, and meeting to exchange like silk, fine glass, then different types of materials, handicrafts, and all they were being used. And then spices, and also tea, rice, spices, they were also exchanged. Then there were exchange of ideas, and production process were some of the main activities that was facilitated by the Silk Route. So though these stages of journey were short because of climatic and topographic conditions, but it was considered to be very rewarding. And navigation was done by the stars, and revenue was collected from the travelers. Larger state provided more facilities and also earned more income through taxing the travelers. So slowly these ideas and techniques crossed the borders of various countries due to travelers of Silk Road. So with fall of empire, setback to trade and commerce was visible, leading to less travel. Now, when we talk about the complex characters of tourism, tourism gave rise to many activities which are distinct from the resident and working population. And but we have, this movement were always temporary, and they were relatively short term, with intention to return to place of residence after the travel is completed. So destinations are chosen for a particular attraction, and those can be business purposes, those can be official, those can be for educational purposes, those can be for vocational or pleasure related. So people used to go there but not stay for a longer period of time, for a shorter period of time. Then journeys were taken for the pilgrimage, like in India we have this Kumbh Mela. The Navgraha circuits in Tamil Nadu are some fine examples of pilgrimage tourism. Like in the eastern side we have this Puri, Jagannath temple. Then we have Rameshwaram temple in the south. The western we have Dwarka, that's in Gujarat. Then we have Kedarnath, Badrinath in the northern parts of India. So these places were considered as pilgrimage. People started visiting all these places. Itineraries were special, itineraries were prepared, and tours were conducted for these pilgrimage countries. And this how tourism, and it provided a lot of benefits to the tourism industry. Now this is also very important, as I told you, like maybe in your exams it may come, what do you mean by Silk Route, what do you mean by Grand Tour. So these are some of the important characteristics of Grand Tour. Basically, this Grand Tour, when we talk about Grand Tour, it was meant for the rich elite class of people, and it can buy it and like people usually visited these places, and especially for the education of young men. And so it was meant for career, for education, for culture, for literary phase, for health purposes, for scientific reasons, for business purposes, for economic purposes. And So these were the reasons. And tours and length of stay at destinations depend upon seasons and availability of tourism resources. And it provided a base for emergence of tourism industry, guidebooks and travel organizer. So tourism became a very family affair, and soon women travelers also began to travel. Now comes the transition to modern tourism. Like middle class and working people, they try to uh, undertake traveling, not only for business purposes but also for holidaying purposes. And since they have disposable income also, that is also one of the main purposes, that they are able to travel. And everybody loves to travel, they wanted to enjoy. And there are many facilities being given, like companies, corporates, they have this LTCs, leave travel concession, which made traveling easier for them. Then students also, when students also do have concession rates. So these are the some of the reasons like which encourage people to travel extensively. Then there were also Indian Tourism Development Corporation, that is ITDC, had their own hotels, resorts. The hotel, like earlier there were a lot of ITDC hotels, Indian tourism, I mean the hotels which are run by Indian Tourism Development Corporations. But in the slowly between 1995 to 2000, these properties were taken over by private properties. Like in India, the largest ITDC hotel is the Hotel Ashoka, that is in New Delhi. And I did my training in Hotel Kanishka, That was one of the best properties in Delhi. But now it was an ITDC hotel, but now it has been taken over by Shangri-La. So now it is known as Shangri-La. It is in Connaught Place. So as I told you, they found that they were not able to do that much business. So many properties of ITDC were taken over by the private corporations, private hotels. Now, especially there are many organizations like TAAI, that is the Travel Agent Association of India, then IATO, Indian Association of Tour Operators. They played a a pivotal role in designing the tour itineraries and all. So, beside that, there were State Tourism Development Corporation. I think Mr. Manoj, you are there today? He's there,
Yes, ma'am. I'm available.
Mr.
I'm
Manoj.
there.
Oh, so you work for Karnataka Tourism Development Corporation, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You are the so can you, if you don't mind, can you just in 2-3 lines, like what exactly you all do? Can you just tell me? So it would be what is your major
Ma'am, the Karnataka
objective and all?
Tourism, it is a corporation which mainly seeks for like we have across Karnataka and one in Delhi and one in Tamil Nadu. We have totally 28 hotels. So which operates for the accommodation service, and apart from that, even we have a customized tour packages, and the tour packages also we provide, ma'am. The transportation system also we have, and accommodation also we have, and apart from that, we provide the publicity regarding the Karnataka tourism with all the departments, ma'am.
Yes. So it is being taken care by your Karnataka Tourism Development Corporation. Like an IS officer is there who is in charge. Your chairman is an IS officer
Yes,
who's with
we have a department. So
uh,
department as an IAS officer, as a director, and apart from that,
director.
there are 2 to 3 corporations under the Department of Tourism. That is, one is State Tourism Development Corporation, and one more is Jungle Lodges and Resorts. And apart from
Okay.
that, we have a Karnataka Exhibition Authority and Karnataka Tourism Infrastructure Limited. So all these things we have. So for each corporation, we have a IAS as a
Acha,
MD, ma'am.
acha. Good, good. Okay, for Karnataka has good. So all the learners. So you had a Mr. Manoj is the general manager of Karnataka Tourism Development Corporation. So he has explained you in such a the way he explained, that was really appreciable. So similarly, you told about Karnataka. In Odisha, we have OTDC, Odisha Tourism Development Corporation. So similarly, they have this hotels in different places of Odisha, and those hotels are known as Panthanivas. So they also take care, they also have these hotels, not like guest houses, and those guest houses are known as Panthanivas. Usually they have 20 to 25 rooms, and they conduct all these tour packages to different destinations of Odisha, and slowly and steadily they are promoting Odisha on the global map. Like they usually have this tourism fairs at Berlin and all, where our state has represented also. So so each state, like we have only one, that is Panthanivas, the restaurant, where hotels and restaurants, whereas Mr. Manoj told about under the tourism of state tourism, there are 4 branches and all. Okay, so it varies from state to state, but the main objective is basically they provide facilitating all these services, accommodation, fooding, as well as making awareness programs to different they come up with different fairs and exhibitions and all for the tourists and the residents of those states. Okay, so slowly and slowly it is coming up. So new markets and diverse products like adventure sports are there. Fairs, like if you go to IITTM, they have a IITM. We have one IITTM at Goa. We have an IITTM at Bhubaneswar. There is an IITTM at Delhi. Delhi means your one is at Nellore. Another one is at another place I don't remember, and another is at Goa. And the one at Goa, they have this adventure sports. Okay, so 5 IITTMs are there: Indian Institute of Tourism and Travel Management. There are similarly we have Indian Institute of Hotel Management. So this new educational institutes have come up where tourism education is being offered, and especially there are state IHM also, there are Indian Institute of Tourism and Travel Management, plus there are private universities who are offering this tourism courses and hospitality courses. So I belong to the private one. Okay. So then, yes, this is very important. Major developments in the history of tourism, like people began to travel before records were made. Like people began to travel in search of adventure. They wanted to move away from their monotonous life, so they were in search of adventure. So that was one of the reasons they traveled. From 14th to 16th centuries, trade routes and infrastructure systems were developed throughout the world. And 1785, the Grand Tour era makes a travel status symbol. Grand Tour era is basically that was being highlighted as a status symbol for basically for the wealthy individuals who wanted to experience the cultures of the civilized world. Then coming to 18th and 19th century, like we have this Thomas Cook, 1841, who organized the first group tour in England. This is very important. Uh, this is, you can note it down. Otherwise, I'll share the slide with you, no doubt in it. So later on, you can go through. Then comes the 1879. Thomas Cook organized the first package tours to Europe and USA. And 1903, the Wright brothers, they are the ones who discovered a successful aircraft flight. They were the ones. Then 1919, the first scheduled airline passenger flight was between London and Paris. And 1937, Britain's first holiday camp was opened by Billy Butlins in Skegness. And 1945, World War II ends and ushers in new era of prosperity. So, 1983, 77% of British workers have 4 to 5 weeks paid holiday per year. We don't have, but in other, like for Britain, for US, they have this holiday weeks paid holiday per year. Okay, even we do have all these LTCs and all. It is also there, but it varies from companies to company corporates. Okay. Then the Expedia was founded. It was a division of Microsoft. That was in 1996. So, like through this online travel agents, we can make hotel bookings, we can make airline bookings, we can also, design. They also design the tour packages for us. There are a lot of online travel agencies. And 20th to 21st century, TripAdvisor was founded. That was in 2000. Basically, they give the reviews and all. Again, in 2001, September 11, terrorist attacks was there in New York, which changed the hospitality industry, the tourism industry, the aviation industry, and then new rules and procedures were implemented. Then 2007, the Airbnb was launched, sparking demand for the sharing economy in tourism. That's a very budget class, hotels. Airbnb, they provide budget class hotels. And suppose if you wanted to stay for a longer period of time, maybe for a 15 days, and so you can always book through Airbnb and all. Okay. Then 2011, Google provides an online flight booking service, Google Flights, to the public. 2020, again the corona halted tourism worldwide as a result of lockdown and border closures. But again, the tourism industry was in fact, if you say during the corona period, there were a lot of, that was an obstacle. But now everything is everything is going on fine. Okay. So before moving to the Unit 4. I'll just show you a small video. 1 minute. I'll just show you that video. Okay. You have any questions? See, you should Silk Road, Grand Tour, those are very important, okay? Like in the exam also, you'll be having your exam in December, no?
Yes, ma'am.
So, this exam will be online or you have to come to the
Ma'am, offline.
offline? Okay. So, you have to really study. I mean, these are the usually, I mean, always every year this comes. So you have to study a
Madam,
little
what
bit.
is the difference between program code and course code?
Program code and score code.
Course code.
अच्छा अच्छा
Study
अच्छा
center
हाँ
code, so we
हाँ
understand.
हाँ
This
हाँ
is study center code.
हाँ
What is
program
program
मतलब
code and
आप
course
लोग
code?
that is your certificate CTS. Okay, CTS, that is your
Program code is
program code.
CTS. What is course code then?
Course code is like TS-1.
Practice.
TS-1.
Okay. See, yesterday, no, I saved everything in that cloud, but again, it went off. So let me again just find out. I had a video which I wanted to show you all. So you'll have an history of travel and tourism.
Madam, we have to submit both assignments together or separately?
See, you have to submit the assignments, I mean, separately, like TS-1 and TS-2 separately. But the thing is that, wait, but the thing is that you have to submit it before 30th of October, no? It
Yes,
is
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
30th.
Yes,
So
13.
you have to be 30th. So you have to be careful.
This has to be
From
submitted
October.
at study center code, मतलब study center.
That has to be submitted at study center code.
Ma'am, I want to ask how many pages for one question we have to write around? Means 10.
That is a good question. See, usually you try to at least 5 pages, so you try to write at least 5 pages. But now it depends upon your handwriting and all.
5 to 6.
Five to 6 pages, and you try to underline, because I don't know who will be doing the evaluation, but you can underline, the main points and all. Like, try to make it a little bit catchy, I mean to say.
It's
So
mentioned
that
600 words
Okay.
for each question.
600
600
words.
words it has been
Uh-huh.
mentioned, but
Uh,
The
around
writing,
means
but what you're telling, writing?
it depends on the writing size also.
Also. Depends on the writing size also. Acha, you can hear this. I don't know whether history of travel and tourism. You
Yes, ma'am.
listen to this.
we can see the screen.
Huh?
Sound is not there.
Sound is not there. Sound is not there, na? Acha, ठीक है. You see the at least you'll have some idea. Okay, just go through it. I mean, you just maybe next time. I don't know why it is sound is not there. Maybe tomorrow I have a class. I'll ensure that the sound is there. Today you try to just have a look. Okay, it's a 7-8 minutes video. 11 minutes.
Madam, you can put the link on the group, no WhatsApp group. We will see it there also. Just to save your time.
So did you understand anything?
Yes, ma'am.
So only I mean you could watch because the sound was not there, no?
Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am. Okay. Anyway, you can later on. Otherwise, it has shown the history of travel and tourism. Okay. So it was a very interesting video. That is the reason I wanted to show you. Anyway, now we'll be back to the main thing. One sec. But did you understand, no? Hopefully.
Yes, ma'am. This is tourism history based on.
Tourism history, right?
Ma'am, you can put the links also for any other videos in
Yes,
the
yes.
WhatsApp group, na? So we can
Okay.
be more
Yes, yes. I'll
updated.
be showing you. Is it okay now? Hmm. I'll put the video. That would be easier, huh? Even if you all have any videos interesting, you can also post it on the website. I mean, website, WhatsApp group. All of you are there on the WhatsApp group?
Yes, ma'am.
We are 10 people in the group now, ma'am.
Acha, 10, no? Okay, fine. So now that was, we had the history of travel and tourism. Today I'll mention there so you can watch it once again. So, okay. So next is like tourism system. Basically we this is a conceptual approach which helps to identify the dynamic elements of tourism. See, there's a word called yield. Okay, now yield is based on two factors. One is the demand and another is the supply. So depending on the demand, the facilities are being provided. Like earlier, as from the history of travel and tourism, the first hotel that started, like there was no hotel, it was sarai. Okay, but later on now we are having five-star deluxe hotels in our country. So that is how it develops slowly. So depending on the demand, depending on your requirements, that everything is being provided. Now how tourism is beneficial to this to the community, like they have transport facilities, they have the restaurant is there, I mean the food outlets, the accommodation is there, the outlets are there, recreation facilities, their mode of travel is there. So beside that, I have also mentioned you there are 5 A's of tourism, attractions, accessibility, accommodation, amenities, then you have the activities. So these all you can say there are a few dimensions of travel and tourism industry, and those dimensions include accommodation, transportation, then food and beverage, then another one is retail stores, and then come the activities. These are the 5 main dimensions of travel and tourism industry. Now based on this, like accommodation, as I told you, I mean you all know, like hotels are there, resorts are there, duck bungalows are there, guest houses are there, then casino hotels are there, motels are there. Motels are which are located on the highways. So these all come under accommodation. Then now suppose if you say, now for example, take the example, you are traveling from Delhi to Jaipur. Okay, now it is, I think, 5 to 6 hours drive. So maybe you wanted to rest for 2 hours, because you are yourself driving, you wanted to rest for 2 hours, then you again start driving. So that is how the motel came into existence. So motels are basically accommodation sectors which are located on the highways. They don't have, I mean they have very less number of rooms, maybe 4 5 number of rooms, but parking facility is enough, enough parking facility is there, where you can park your vehicle, then you can have your food, and then for 1 or 2 hours you can rest, and then again you can start traveling. So that is why motel is being developed. Now similarly, you take the example of transit hotels. Now just beside the Indira Gandhi International Airport, Delhi, you will find lot of hotels are there, all five-star deluxe hotels. Okay. Now, why those? It can, there are no doubt there are a lot of hotels within the city, but why it is near the airport? Now, those hotels are basically known as the transit hotels. Maybe you have a flight in the midnight at 3 a.m. So you can go and stay in Holiday Inn. I think Holiday Inn is there, Lemon Tree is there, then other Radisson is there. So you can stay just for few hours, maybe a short stay, day where you can be charged for a day rate. You can stay for 4 to 5 hours. Then you can just, the airport is very nearby, just 15 minutes drive, and then you can take the flight. So depending on the needs, requirements, that is how the this dimensions of, I mean, these hotels, types of facilities are being provided, are there in the travel and tourism industry. So one dimension is accommodation. Second one is the transportation. Now comes the transportation. You have these railways, you have cruise lines, you have airlines, you have coaches.
Ma'am,
Yes.
there is no slide.
Oh, you are unable to see the slide.
Yes, ma'am. I didn't see. There is
Acha.
no slide.
Acha, acha. Okay, thank you
Yeah.
for telling. Okay, okay, fine. Okay, one second. 1 minute. I thought one second. So I was talking about the dimensions. So next one, first one is accommodation. I'll just show you the slide. The next one is the transportation, and the third one is the food and beverage. Like under food and beverage comes, restaurants. Then there are bars, there are pubs.
I'm
Then there are,
again no slide.
yes, I'm just opening. Then there are dhabas and all. So, like if you go from Delhi to Chandigarh, that route, you'll find lot of dhabas. But those dhabas are, I think they are at par with any restaurant. They may not give you a, like, silver. I mean, they may not be able to give you silver service, but the cleanliness they maintain, that is at par with any star category hotels. I'm talking about the dhabas which are situated from Delhi to Chandigarh. How many of you all have traveled by road from Delhi to Chandigarh?
I have, madam.
You have, that I know.
Yes.
Beside you, so you have seen the dhabas, no, beautiful
Yes,
dhabas.
ma'am.
Okay, I
All
mean,
those dhabas, yes, very
dhabas are
famous
really,
dhabas.
there are very famous
It's not
dhabas.
named as dhabas, but they are big restaurants actually.
Yes, that's only I'm telling. They are known as dhabas. Like if you come to Orissa, if you come to Bengal, you won't find those type of dhabas, because I have seen, I have traveled, and I mean, they are, you can say, better than restaurants. Okay, they may not be having a silver service, but
Very
the
quick service. Very
very
quick
quick
service.
service, very quick service. And also the even the prices are good, and even the cleanliness they maintain, that is at par with any five-star restaurants. Wait, first let me try to figure it out. Today it's really disturbing me. It's visible.
Yes, ma'am.
It's visible, but same problem occurred. I don't know why this is happening. But I am unable to change the slide. Why it's happening like this? Should not
Maybe the
happen.
file is heavy.
Huh? No, no, it's
Maybe the
not like
photograph
that.
in the file is heavy.
I don't know why it's happening today. So, wait, let me try once again. You can see the slide, but I'm unable to change. That is what's happening, today. Okay, leave it. I'll just tell you. Um, can you see now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Wait. 1 minute. Hmm. This was a tourism system. You can see now, no?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Uh-huh. Okay. So I was talking about the dimensions. Then there are the retail stores. We have this shopping malls, we have this emporiums, we have this gift shops and all. Then antique shops are there, souvenir shops are there, super bazaars are there. So all these are there, all these retail stores. Then there are activities like, there are fairs, there are exhibitions, then there are excursions, there are study trips, then there are all these road shows and all. A lot of tourism, the tourism industry takes part in all these road shows and all. So this is depending on the demand. These are being organized. And I have also told you about lot of education institutes which teach travel and tourism, like IITTM, IHM and all. Then at the same time you have to do a lot of marketing. We are talking about tourism system, so we have to um, uh, you know um, uh, we have to focus, like what are our strengths and all, because India is a very having a diversified culture with lot of like art, handicrafts. Then you have mountains, beaches and all. So this has to be focused on the global map. So that is the reason why lot of your trade fairs are there, road shows are there, so that you can easily you can easily show the importance of the destinations. So there are also marketing, those who are taking care of the marketing. Now if you go to any airports and all, suppose if you are at Bangalore airport, if you are at Hyderabad airport, they'll be showing all the nearby destinations around. If you go to if you are at the Goa airport, you'll be finding, near the airport, I mean not near the airport, in the airport, you will be finding all the beaches. They have big hoardings and all. So that is how marketing is done. People becomes aware of all those, the tourists become aware of what are the destinations to be covered and all. So, and you'll be also knowing, all these are actors and actresses, they are ambassadors of different state tourism. Amitabh Bachchan is, I think, ambassador of Gujarat tourism. Am I right or wrong? He was, I don't know. Any of y'all can tell me? Gujarat tourism ko he was he's the ambassador, no?
He is the ambassador.
So this is how, why? Because you think, oh, our actor is there, actress is showing, that means we should visit the places. So there are, I mean, there are different agents who takes care of the marketing. Plus there are the tour guides, there are the travel agents. If you wanted to go to now, if you wanted to visit Singapore, or Thailand, Bangkok, so you don't make the plans. You just contact a travel agent, you can contact Cox and Kings, you can contact the Sita Worldwide Travels. So they will plan your tour, design your tour as per your requirements. It can be 4 nights, 4 nights 6 days, or 3 nights 4 days. So as per your requirements. Now there are online travel agencies. You need not stand at the railway station queue or go at the airport. You can easily book through online travel agencies like Make My Trip, then Go Ibibo. Then we have the government IRCTC. Through those you can book your hotels, you can book your travel airlines or railways, train tickets and all. You can do all those. So depending slowly and steadily, these are the tourism is flourishing. Okay. Now concepts, time, work, leisure, tourism implications. Now similarly, why are you studying tourism? Might be some reasons are there behind. Maybe some of you all thought, no, I'm working in a hotel, or I have learned hotel management, I've studied hotel management, so let me learn something about tourism also, because they go together. Like we are I mean, it's in the hospitality industry and all. Some of you all maybe have an want to be a travel agent, so let's learn something from let's be a student of tourism. There is something to learn. Some of you all wanted to have your open your own business. That is the reason why you are enrolled in IGNOU. Some of you all maybe they wanted to travel, so they wanted to learn the A to Z of travel, tourism, travel, and all things. So these are the some reasons why people they wanted to be, like, as I told, in each and everything you will find a bit of tourism. Like maybe in this you are doing a certificate course, so you have only uh, TS-1 and TS-2. If you are a if you go for diploma, you have TS-1, TS-2, TS-3, TS-4, TS-5, TS-6. So there are so many. Like TS-6 is all about marketing, so you'll learn about marketing, who does the marketing, how the marketing is being done. Now through social media you get all the informations. You go through YouTubes, you see all these bloggers, you learn a lot about it. It's not only about the places you visit, what is the importance of that places, the food they the food that is being consumed in that particular destinations, the fairs, the exhibitions. Like they say the Suraj Kund Mela, it's in Haryana, so it is very famous. Okay, so this is how you come to know about fairs, exhibitions, and all. So those are being taken care by different, the tourism system, how it works, all that is being I mean mentioned about in tourism system. Now people and their environment, people and their environment. Now there are finite resources, both time and money determine opportunity and are generally unlimited. Now there are facilitations, there are actions, there are beneficiaries. Like if you talk about the beneficiaries, both the host as well as the guest, as tourism involves participation of both is required. Because when you as a guest you go to a destination, you also learn something, you enjoy the culture, you enjoy the heritage, you buy something, the art or something, as a mementos, or you buy from the trade fairs or the exhibitions, some ethnic you can say of that places you carry with you. So in that case you also revenue is being generated. You pay for those, you pay for the services, you stay in the hotel, you pay for the services, you eat the you go to a restaurant, you pay for the services. So that is how you also being benefited, you enjoy. And in the other way, the host, that is the community, they are also the stakeholders of tourism. They are also being they also benefit from the profit they earn, okay, that the revenue is being generated. Then there is the pull and push factors. I'll try to finish with another 15 minutes. Okay, so supply and demand is always there. Like carrying capacity, as I told you, every destination has some carrying capacity. See, in the weekdays, there are destinations which are like very much nearer. Like for example, we stay in Bhubaneswar. Puri is just 60 kilometers drive from Bhubaneswar, but you will find in the weekends, especially in the Sundays, you will find lot of tourists there. And especially you will find tourists, and also, especially people who reside in Bhubaneswar, Cuttack, they wanted to spend their weekend in Puri. So you'll find lot of visitors there. There are a lot of tourists, there are a lot of visits, but it also has a carrying capacity. So in the weekend, there is lot of rush. Like you have heard of the chariot festival, that is the Rath Yatra. During the Rath Yatra, there are 14 lakhs of people that visit Puri. But unable, when we talk about carrying capacity, Puri is just a small town. For them, they cannot accommodate. So at the same time, we should keep in mind whether we are able to accommodate people. Okay, so resources are there, we should generate the resources. Technology is there, it should be workforce, we should also take care of the workforce. the capital also comes. There are a lot of investment from other, there are NRIs, there are other companies who are doing lot of investments in our states, because the state has resources. But there are other especially the NRIs, then there are other companies which are doing a lot of investment. And there are when these investments are being done, it is also being regulated by policies. Now there are the policy makers, especially the stakeholders who are in the tourism department, who are the like IS, who are the administrative services, then who are in the police department and all. They are usually the stakeholders. They are being they only are the ones who make the policies. They are the policy makers. Now the demand, why the demand is there? Because you have the freedom to travel, you information should be there. Then there are, of course, there are some constraints are also there. At the same time, you see the transport facility is there, security is there. So pool is basically the host, like the government agencies, the employees, the NGOs, the special interest groups, the presenters, they're pulling the customers. And the guest, they are the push factors, because they are the intermediaries, like intermediaries in the sense like the travel agents. Because through the travel agents you are going, sometimes you are going on your own self, but sometimes, like when I travel to Puri, I know it is very nearby, I just drive, so that is not an issue. But suppose you are coming from Delhi, you don't know much about, so obviously you try to come through a travel agent. So those travel agents are known as the intermediaries. You may come as an individual traveler, FIT, or you may come as groups. Groups are GIT, that is group inclusive travel, and individuals means that are FITs, that is free individual traveler. Okay. Then to encourage full potential of these factors, destinations should increase accessibility. Then there should be services, facilities. The transport facility has to be there, infrastructure has to be there. Then use technology, now ensure safe health conditions and control pollution, because if too much carrying capacity is more than it can, then obviously it will create pollution, which should be controlled. So you have to ensure safe health conditions, also healthy conditions. Then ensure that there are no political disputes, so that the tourist feels secure. Then there are seven, these are the different terminologies, like who is an explorer, who is an elite, what do you mean by offbit, then what do you mean by an incipient mass, then chartered, and these are recreational, experimental, existent. You can go through this, because I'm running short of time, so I'm just highlighting on the main points. Then of course there are some models which helps to make the decision why you travel. That can be desired, that can be information related, you wanted to get information. Then sometimes decision makers are there, your parents wants you to go to visit a pilgrimage place, so you come to Puri. Okay. So of course there are preparations, then there is a satisfaction level also. Okay. So infrastructure, attractions, transportations, accommodations, then what are the support services, then security and stability, because security, whenever you go to a place, you book a hotel, you have to ensure that there is proper security is there, proper safety is there. So these are all other factors which helps you to why you travel to a destination. These are the factors which should be kept in a mind when you travel to a destination. Then I have already decided, I have already explained the positive impacts as well as the negative impacts, tourism impacts. Then these are some of the constituents of tourism, like tourism is a socio-economic phenomenon. And of course when we say tourism in one sentence, is the activity of visiting places for pleasure. But now it is not always pleasure, it is for business purposes also, for study purposes also, as well as purposes. And tourism, like these are some of the researchers who has defined tourism. The concept is more or less, but they have tried to add some more informations about the industry. Like Kesar is also one such researcher. Nepar is also one such researcher. Okay, and these all have already been explained to you, like accommodation, attraction, like 5 ways and all. You should remember. Then their aviation is there, hospitality industry there, travel consultants are there. Yes, this is one communication. CRS, this I wanted to say, CRS is centralized reservation system. Now suppose you wanted to go to you wanted to stay at Radisson, Delhi. So it is not necessary that you should find the telephone number of Radisson, then make a booking. There is a CRS basically is something like that. They work on global distribution system. They have a telephone number. Okay, so you have to that's a telephone like pole. So you have to just dial that number, and then when they'll pick up the phone, then you can mention ki I wanted to book a hotel room booking for at a hotel Radisson. So they will do the booking for you. So my intention is to say that it is not that you will go to Taj Bengal Kolkata, means you will just dial Taj Bengal's number. They have a toll free number, that is a toll free number, and you can dial that toll free number, so you can book your room at any Taj properties in the country. Okay, in the country or globally. So that is a toll free number. Now that is known as centralized reservation system, because everything is centralized. Now this centralized reservation system works only for chain of hotels. Like there are properties which is an individual property, then there are properties which are chain of properties, like Taj, Radisson, Oberoi, Marriott. So these are all chain of hotels. So they have this toll free number, and they have the centralized reservation system. Now this centralized reservation system also works on the global distribution system. Now you may ask me, what do you mean by global distribution system? Now suppose you can easily book a room through Make My Trip. Okay, you wanted to. Now they work on a software, they work on a system which is known as global distribution system. Now there are many, जैसे आप लोग के telephone, you have a mobile, you have the iPhone, you have a Samsung. So they have a different systems which works. So similarly, when we talk about global distribution system, there are different platforms on which they work. Now few examples of those global distribution system are like, you have Amadeus, you have WorldSpan, you have, like, these are different systems, WorldSpan, Amadeus, Galileo, where on this on I mean they work on this system, and you can book your room reservations, you can book your flight details, you can book the flights. So that is how it runs. Like we as human beings, we don't go into details, but once if you wanted to know ki, okay, I'll make my booking through Make My Trip, but how does Make My Trip runs, how does it operates, how does the system goes? So in that case, you will find, suppose if you make a booking through makemytrip.com, and after that you make a printout, you will see below it is mentioned, it is Amadeus or it is Galileo. So you can find out ki they work on that system. I mean, there are we everything, like, there are products. We always take care, we always try to find out the products, whenever we go, we buy the products. But there is also a system, that is the process, which through the process, that how the product comes. So it is very necessary to know how the system works, how the process is being designed, through which the products comes. So when we talk about products, we talk about accommodation, we talk about restaurants, but there are different processes, so we may not go in depth. But you just remember the products. Like when we talk about tourism products, it can be the rooms, it can be the restaurants, it can be the convention halls. So these are the products basically. But there are different systems, like in these hotels have different convention rooms, which can be for there are conventions for boardroom meeting, like they have boardrooms. There are convention halls for seminars, there are convention halls for marriage parties, depending on the your requirement, depending on the demand that is being prepared. Okay. Then these are the some constituents: primary and secondary. Primary are basically the transport, accommodation, and all this, whereas secondary are the shops and emporiums. Like you have shops and emporiums, you have government shops and all. For example, in Odisha tourism, Odisha's emporium's name is Utkalika, Boyonika. So you will find all over the state capital, you will find this Utkalika, Boyonika. Like Mr. Manoj, if you are staying in Bangalore, you will find Utkalika Boyanika in Bangalore. Mr. Singh, you are staying in Delhi, you will find Utkalika Boyanika in Delhi also. So these are the state emporiums. So you will find these state emporiums in the capital cities of the country. Okay. So there are advertising agencies also. Then who does all this advertisement, so that we are aware of. Nowadays, even when we are trying to Google something, you will find out all this, popping up and all, which helps you to find out, oh, this is the movie is going on, this is the festivals that is being coming up, this is the performance is coming up. Like wait, Miss Minal is there, Mrs. Minal is there today.
Yes.
So, Miss Minal, just
Yes.
I'll give you this example. In the month of January 2025, um, musical companies coming to Mumbai. You are aware of that?
Musical companies, that is Coldplay.
Yes, 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 yes. The Coldplay is
Yeah, huh,
coming.
yeah.
So so I think in one Sunday, that is on 27th or 21st, ऐसा कुछ होगा.
22nd, I think.
22nd,
22nd.
22nd, 22nd
Yeah.
September. So they have opened that site from 22nd 9 a.m. to next day 22nd 12 p.m. to next day 9 a.m. But within 1 hour, all the tickets were sold. Within 1 hour,
Yes, and
all
they
the tickets
were
were sold. They
waiting
were
in
waiting
lakhs
in
of.
queues. Yes, they were waiting in
Yeah.
10 lakhs queues because they had made a queue. Now, this show was made through Book My Trip. Okay, you have to book your
Yeah,
tickets.
book
So
my
book
show.
my trip, book my show, book my trip. Book my
Book my
show.
show. Yeah.
Book
Yeah.
my show. So I just gave you an example. So this Coldplay, people. So after that, they have again extended one more day. Okay, but
Yes.
even that
And
one more
their
day
show is
also,
also extended for one more day, ma'am.
no, extended for one more day, 2 days, but that also got
Yeah.
booked. So like you and me, I don't know how much, but for us it would be very difficult. But those who are in, those who know the tricks, they were
Yeah.
able to make their bookings. But see, यहाँ पर मैंने
Yeah.
लिखी हूँ touts and brokers. Now those tickets which were priced at 4,000, 6,000 and all, now official website, they had come up with an official website where they are selling the tickets of 4,000 at 45,000. So these are what touts and brokers are there in India. See, you may not,
Yeah. People are crazy about that
people are
band.
crazy, and people are crazy about the band, no doubt. It is a, I think, band from UK, right? They are crazy about the
Yes.
Coldplay band, but the reason is, people are making money. You may love to see the Coldplay, you enjoy the Coldplay, their performance. That is the reason you wanted to buy the ticket at 4,000. But there are touts who are just purchased the tickets and now they are selling at 45,000. Similarly, the tourist destinations also have all these touts and brokers and all. Okay, so that is what secondary constituents are there. I just gave you an example. So this is how it works. So this is, all these intermediaries are basically this travel agents and all. They are known as the intermediaries. Accommodations, hotels, catering, food, transport, government departments are there. And suppose if you can easily make a, you can go to the website of Indigo and make your flight booking. You can easily go to Make My Trip and make your flight bookings, but there is a difference. Indigo may give you some I mean discounts and all. Discounts, see, Indigo has their a fixed rate, whereas Make My Trip, initially they may charge you more because they have their travel agent fees and all. But once you are a very if you regularly book your tickets and all, you will get heavy discounts. Maybe after three or fourth time you are booking some ticket, you are making some tickets and all, flight bookings and all, you'll get all this discounts and all. So there are a lot of facilities. Once you are into the process, then you will come to know. Okay, so I'm just telling you, like, the what are the you can say just the guidelines, but if you wanted to go in depth, I would request you go through the, you download that website from Government of India Ministry of Tourism website. Then you will find all the details, everything. So you will find interesting. It is not that you will read today itself, but slowly and steadily you can collect informations. You can get the knowledge. You will be able to know what are the projects. Lot of projects are coming up, especially tourism projects, because a lot of projects the Government of India is floating. All these social sciences projects, tourism comes under social science. uh, so you can also be a part of those projects if you are interested. Many of you all might be working in those, like organizations and all. So you'll come to know, okay, in details. So these are the constituents I have already told you. um, Then yes, tourism organizations, there are tourism policy formation, like planning, promotion, then infrastructure, resort development, then protection the rights of tourists, that is also very important. Then you have to do negotiations and all. So these happens, and this type of organizations exist both in the global level, the national level, state level, as well as the local levels. Okay. Then you have these different types of organizations. UNWTO, that is United Nations World United Nations World Tourism Organizations. UNWTO 17 goals they have, SDG goals. Okay. Then you have the IATA, International Air Transport Association. So what is their main objective? The websites, you'll get all the informations. Then you have UFTA. These are the main importance I have just mentioned in this slide. United Federation of Travel Agents Associations. Then you have IHA, International Hotel Association. Then PATA, that is Pacific Asia Travel Association. Then you have FHRI, Federation of Hotel and Restaurant Association of India. Suppose if you are a owner of if you are a owner of any hotel, or if you are a owner of any restaurant or a bar or any pub, or in a principal of a hotel management college, you can become a member of this FHRI. You have to pay a subscription fees. You become a member, and once you are a member, you are being given a card, and you can avail discount, 30% discount on rooms, as well as restaurants, 30% discounts on the rooms, as well as on the food, not on as well as beverages, but not on alcoholic beverages. You get 30% discount. So once you become a member of FHRI, you can avail that discount. You get a card, like we have this credit card and all, it is also a card. Then you can go to any properties anywhere in the country. You will be getting 30% discount on the rooms, as well as 30% discount on the food and beverages, but not on alcoholic beverages. Okay, so all these association have some benefits, and once you become a member, you get all those benefits. So government organizations, you have the central government, you have the state governments, you have the union territories. They have their own regulations, guidelines, and of course they wanted to publicize India as a destination. That is what central government, Atiti Deva Bhava, Incredible India, that is their tagline. And similarly, the states also do have a tagline. Each state have their own taglines. Okay. And this is what is this Indian Association of Tour Operators, what they do, they conduct seminars, then they conduct meetings. They wanted to promote their state. How do they promote their state? They, this is the some forum is there. Once you become a member of IOTO, you get all these benefits and facilities. Travel agents, so FHRI I have already mentioned. This was all about the last slide. So maybe tomorrow, I hope whatever I have tried to impart, y'all could understand. And moreover, I'll share the slides with you. Every day I'll share the slide with you. Whom you'll send me the email IDs, or should I share it on your WhatsApp group? WhatsApp group में ना बहुत heavy हो जाता. What do you think? You'll share your email ID, one of y'all, then you can, after that, what you suggest? Give me your suggestions.
On email ID, it will be better, ma'am.
Email ID will be better. So whose email
Yes.
ID I'll share? Whose email?
Sorry?
So Minal madam, you'll share your email ID.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, you can just mention on
Yeah.
the WhatsApp group also. Okay, then
Yeah.
I mean I'll share it. Then you can accordingly you can share it among your group, right? So any other questions you have, Mr. Gaurav?
Ma'am, no questions.
Okay, I hope you are able to understand today
Yes,
my
ma'am.
Yes. Yes,
and
ma'am.
okay, I'll also share this link so that you can check the I mean from the YouTubes, so that you'll get more informations and all, more clarity will be there. What I mean to say, more clarity will be there. Okay, so Miss Titi was there today, but she's not there. Mr. Manoj was there, Minal was there, Vijay Lakshmi madam is there, Mr. Gaurav is there. Okay, so
No, I
anyway,
think.
ओके ठीक है कोई बात नहीं we'll share it in the WhatsApp group, and tomorrow I'll ensure that everything is on time and perfect, because today because of this slide and all, today I'll download it and keep it ready. Okay, so that we don't waste our time on today, like 15 to 20 minutes were spent on that only. I was not able to open my PPT. So anyway, I wish you all a happy learning. And if you have any questions or any queries, you can always share it on the WhatsApp group, or maybe tomorrow's index class, you can discuss. Okay. Okay, then.
Okay.
Have a
Okay,
good day.
ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Bye-bye, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.
Thank you.